Just when you thought it was safe to come back on the football field, here come the Sharks. And the Sharks with a great return.
Incredible return. That's 19. Amos Brown. I believe he played for Rockledge, Caleb, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe he did.
Yeah, setting up good field position right around the 50-yard line to start this game off. Obviously, the Outlaws deferred to the second half, and you're going to see what the Sharks' offense are made of. Got to tell you, Caleb, I'm excited to be here tonight.
You know, Caleb Brown, Logan Pettit here for the Brevard Sports Network. A little semi-pro football action. And we're excited to be the broadcasting partner of the East Coast Sharks.
Interesting formation, kind of a wildcat look, it looks like. Although that is their quarterback, McLean. No, that's 40.
And he took that one and picked up a couple of yards.
40, that's Myers. Yeah, I saw him throwing. Didn't see, they were warming up earlier and running through their plays and whatnot. Didn't see that one in the arsenal, coming out with a little bit of a trickeration here. As it's like 13 McLean is checked in, if he wasn't checked in already, but looks like we'll get a more conventional formation.
Well,
nope, we're not. All right.
McLean's coming back lined up, and hey, that's a big body out at wide out.
It's a big body at quarterback, too, when he's lined up back there. Fumble. Outlaws are going to fall on it.
And the Outlaws will take over. So after one play of trickery, trying to go to the well one too many times.
That's 45, Leonard Allen on the fumble recovery. Yeah, just came out with a little bit of trickeration and, didn't really work out. I imagine when they get back on offense, they're going to run their base offense.
Yeah.
Which is yet to be seen, but we will see. Cool uniforms tonight, I'll give them that. Both teams.
The Northeast Outlaws come out now empty set. Swing past the outside, overthrew his receiver a little bit, and that will be incomplete.
Either way, Dufresne, the defensive back there, I mean, he was going to, if that was completed or not, that was going to get blown up. That's a good way to break on the ball. I assume they were in some sort of palms coverage there with him sitting on that flat route. That's how you draw it up, though, Caleb. That's exactly how you run that coverage. You know, the number 2, number 3 receiver goes to the flats. Defensive back corner usually has to sit on that, and he did a great job there. Blew that up.
Can you get number 18? There's a quarterback.
18 is that quarterback.
Sherrod Winston. Winston
call his own number.
And he'll pick up a couple of yards. Good push behind that offensive line. It'll bring up third down. Waiting for the yard marker young man to move. I think they're moving the wrong stick.
I think they moved the wrong stick as well. They did. There we go. Now we're back. 3rd and 9.
All right. 3rd and 9. I was like, wait a minute. Something's not adding up.
Nice job by that Sharks front, kind of congesting the middle there. I believe he was trying to hand the ball off, and it just kind of got lost in the shuffle, and so he called his own number with it, which was the smart play.
Right.
I mean, don't do just get what you can in that instance.
3rd and 9.
Double
Winston
here, double whipper outs.
Passes low and incomplete. Folks, we apologize for the current view. Hopefully you guys can see it okay. The sun is setting just behind. Once it gets behind that library, we'll be in good shape. 15-minute quarters. Combination of NFL and college-style rules.
Yeah, if my memory serves correct, so like college style, like as far as the catch rules go, a lot of the clock stuff seems to be NFL-y.
Yes.
But kind of an interesting little medley of the two rules.
Yes. Only 1 foot needed with possession.
We're gonna see a fourth down attempt here by the Outlaws. They shift to that empty set again. He's going deep.
Oh, he's got a man. And
no, he didn't. That's sticky coverage. We got him listed as C4. The man's name is Cameron Harris. He's listed as an athlete, so I do believe we'll see him on offense as well. But that was beautiful man-to-man coverage on the outside receiver. They're a bigger player than he is, the fella he was defending. But, I mean, he was right in his hip pocket, right in phase.
And that fourth down stop was brought to you by Orleans Bistro and Bar in Titusville. If you're looking for a fun-filled time, come down to Orleans Bar and Bistro. They have a great Cajun food, burgers, wings, steaks, live music on Fridays, Saturdays, daily happy hour, and menu items sure to please the entire family.
I can personally vouch for the wings there. My office is not too far away, and on Wednesdays they have a wing special that is absolutely phenomenal. I believe it's 65 cents a wing. And you can't really find specials like that around here anymore, at least on, they used to have all these wing nights, but we'll get back to the action. I'm going to go on this tangent about wings for a minute. My biggest gripe with them is the wing nights you do go to, oftentimes they're small, skimpy wings. They scrape the bottom of the barrel for the cheap wings. Orleans, they give you the big, meaty wings, even on Wing Wednesday. So I truly appreciate that out of the fine folks over there in Titusville.
On first down, that was a nice handoff. Picked up a gain of about 5 or 6.
Yeah, Big Zolo, number 6, kind of charging through the way. I saw him warming up. Both 5 and 6, the running backs for the Sharks. They're hefty fellas, and not, they hold it well. They're big, strong running backs.
Going back to the conventional offense.
Pump fake.
And nearly intercepted there.
Yeah, misread, misfire. It was a dart, though. I mean, he slung it. There's nobody there.
Again, as we mentioned, big size there for a quarterback, but usually the big guys can't sling it. But
hefty lefty, Jared Lorenzen, R.I.P.
That'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 6, or we'll call it 4.
4.5. Looks like the Outlaws are going to bring a little heat here. They might bounce out of it, though, and play coverage. Nope, they bring them. Handoff to the outside.
Great handoff on the sweep, trying to create something with it. I like the play called the sweep there, knowing you got the blitz coming inside, because if you can get outside of that, there's not much behind it.
I imagine they're probably going to go for it on fourth down. Now we got a shaken up Outlaw on the field. I imagine they're going to go for it on fourth down with a play call like that. Typically, you got third and medium, even third and short, kind of in that go-for-it range. You're on your side of the 50. You're going to run the ball and kind of see if you can pick up a couple yards because you got 2 downs. You got 2 downs to get that first. So I imagine that's what they're going to go here. But the Outlaws did a pretty good job of stringing that sweep out. I imagine they slanted the defensive lineman, and you got the short side of the field there, so you're kind of just stringing it out. Sideline's an extra defender on that. So he's really only got one way to go. It's either out of bounds or back into the teeth of the defense.
The player's okay. Come walking off the field. Our 2 premier sponsors tonight, Brigdawg's Pet Supplies and XOTIC Peas, interior and exterior painting.
Heck yeah.
So fourth down here. 4th and about 3. Hand off the middle. Great push by the offensive line, and he got the first down.
Oh, that O-line had they pushed that defensive line to the first down marker before the running back even made any kind of contact with the defense. That's a heck of a job by that Sharks offensive line getting that push there and relying on their run game there as well. I mean, like I said, they got 2 bruising running backs and then pretty big fullback as well that they, were running that Wildcat with. So I don't blame them. Get behind that offensive line. Offensive line's a big bunch of dudes as well. I got a mean cuss playing center.
Yeah.
Whitey Whiteman.
First and 10 from the 39-yard line. Johnson at quarterback. And that's going to be a false start.
So McLean at quarterback.
Oh, McLean.
It's okay. I'll let it slide this time.
Oh, okay.
First one's free. Anything after that, Caleb, I'm going to throw you off the top of the scaffolding.
We don't need a recreation of Undertaker Mankind, okay?
Well, I brought my sock puppet just in case, so I can have my own sock out.
So wait a minute, Mankind's throwing Undertaker now this time?
It's a real deep cut WWE reference for those of you that don't get it at home.
There's probably a lot of you.
Probably.
Listen, I will be the wrestling nerd until I die.
All right, 1st and 15. Imagine if it were me, I'd go for maybe a shorter pass here to try and make up those yards. Does look like the Outlaws are going to bring the blitz. They drop one out and they go with a handoff. Smart decision. That's why I'm not calling the plays.
Down the sideline, knocked out of bounds. It looks like he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's Johnson, man. Look, he's a specimen. That's a big kid. Not a kid. I mean, he's a grown man. I got to remember that. Running the football. I mean, he's physically built and pretty quick too. And he hit that corner and full head of steam, Caleb. Yeah. I would not want to get in front of him.
No. Matter of fact, he ended the run by delivering a hit, not taking a hit out of bounds.
Water break out there. Timeout.
Well, we got a timeout. We'd like to thank another one of the sponsors here. I'd like to thank Pier 220 Restaurant and Bar in Titusville. Open since December of 2018. Pier 220 is named for its exit number off of I-95, making it easier for visitors to find. At Pier 220, they offer fresh seafood in a relaxing environment with a beautiful view right on the water in Titusville. For more information, check them out online. Check out their awesome website at www.pier220.com or give them a call at 321-269-0007.
Yeah, I can go ahead and vouch for 220 as well. It's a lunch spot we like over at the office, and while we're sticking to the theme of wings, I actually do something interesting there. They've got these jerked wings, but they're boneless wings, okay?
Ooh.
But they're not chicken nuggets.
Okay.
They are actual wings that have had the bones removed. They look like a chicken wing. They have no bones in them, and they put this fabulous jerk sauce on them. They're absolutely tremendous.
I want to say it like that. Dang it, you're making me hungry.
I know. Right up to Titusville after this. Go get some wings.
That sounds awesome.
The wing route of Titusville.
And hand off there to number 40, who pick up a couple of yards there on first down.
Yeah, it's Myers, and, he had the fumble earlier when they were running the Wildcat. Good to see him go back to him. Said, all right, your timeout's over. You can run the ball again. But that's another one of those big backs they got. They got three of them. Three-headed monster of just power. And then I imagine we'll see C4, number one, in there eventually. I mean, he seems to be a speedster. I would imagine they like him on the outside at receiver some, but maybe on like a jet sweep or even a reverse. I imagine things get goofy out here sometimes.
Hey, look.
You know me. I love a good trick play.
No, you don't love trick plays at all.
Go for it on fourth down and run trick plays. Outlaws going to bring the pressure again. They like to blitz.
McLean looking to go quick and
too high.
If his receiver is another foot tall, he catches that one.
And he's a big guy. Compier, tight end. I mean, he's a large fella in his own right, but just a little too high for him on that one. Sharks knocking on the door, though. 3rd and long. I did see their kicker warming up, and I saw him warming up before the game started. He does have a boot.
Yeah. Currently they're sitting at the 25-yard line, so...
He'd be wind aided as well, so add 17 to that. What is that, 32, 42?
32, I believe.
42.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
He says, forget a field goal, just put the ball in my hands and I will rumble, bumble, and stumble.
Myers again, good hole up front, too. That offensive line, it was kind of a little zone scheme. So the offensive line is kind of taking a zone step to that direction, to the left on this occasion, and really opened a hole, climbing the backer if they needed to, but they had hat on hat there, and Myers had a nice little gap to squirt through. C4 checking in. I love that name, C4. He's got to be explosive if his name's C4, you know?
I mean, you would hope, right?
Yeah. I would, yes.
I mean, you give yourself the name C4, you better be able to deliver on the explosion.
It's on the roster, C4, too. They're going back to the Wildcat here. Okay.
Huh.
Oh, look at that wall.
Wow.
The one guy that was missed, but, I mean, that was an absolute wall of humanity.
Yep, and number 27 will have to come off. That's one of the general football rules, too. You get your helmet knocked off during a play, you got to go take a seat for one play. Come up. That was a pickup of about 6 on the play. It's 2nd and 4 for the Sharks, and
short yardage package. I got to imagine they've got something built off of this. Good gap, good cut.
Oh, wow.
In. Oh,
did he fumble the ball before he got in the end zone?
I thought he was in the end zone when the ball came out.
And the Outlaws are claiming they have it.
I mean, there is an absolute pile down there. It's tough to say. Sure looks like it, though.
And the officials agree, outlaw football, so the Sharks finally matriculate a drive down there, and
2 drives ended by turnovers, though. You know, I don't know. It's tough from this vantage point, and Myers is lobbying his case, and I'm kind of with him here. I thought he was in there. I thought he was in the end zone, and apparently the referees disagree. And he's upset, rightfully so.
I mean, you got to drive, you got momentum, you feel like you're going to get in the end zone and set the tone for the rest of the game. Mm-hmm. Just under 6 minutes left, and the ball's out.
Well, not for nothing, though. They have shown that, you know, they can drive the football, and the defense looked pretty good on the last drive. So, you know, just kind of string that together. And, I mean, it's a long game, 15-minute quarters. We're only 10 minutes in. You know, it's a long game. You just keep showing that you can do that and build off of that. And, I mean, running the football has been there. They've been imposing their will along the line of scrimmage. Those big backs have been finding holes and kind of bumbling through them to pick up pretty good yardage. So,
but here come the Outlaws in a pistol-type formation. Sends a man in motion.
Speed option. You don't see the speed option very often anymore.
No.
Right? It's a good play when ran effectively, especially against this kind of defensive scheme where they have those overhangs.
Yes.
You can bounce that out and make him the pitch man. Typically the end man on the line of scrimmage would be the pitch man. But when they're running a 5 defensive back set like that, that's really that defense, the 4-2-5 or the 3-3 stack, anything with like a 5-man or an overhang, that was, in essence, 4-4 really too, in essence was created to combat those option-type offenses. You know, you go way back in that. But some offensives that still stick to those speed options, power options type deals, they found that instead of attacking the end man, you make the overhang the end man in the line of scrimmage. And they go too high shell here.
Quarterback drops back, and running back ran into him, so he decided just to take it himself.
That's twice that's happened with them now, too.
And he'll pick up a gain of a couple yards, bringing up 3rd down. Waiting for the 3rd down at about 6 or 7.
I call it 6, I think. God, it's cold up here.
Hey, listen, it's a beautiful night for football here at Vieira Regional Park.
Yeah, it's great football weather. But you know, Caleb, I played golf this morning and it was warm.
Opposite for Florida. Normally it starts off cooler, and then come 9, 10 o'clock it stays 95 degrees.
Losing its mind out here, gosh. Kind of an amoebic look here for the Sharks. They're showing blitz, and I think he jumped the snap perfectly, got pressure, and he forced that bad throw. That blitz forced that bad throw. I mean, he timed that snap perfectly, and he was in the backfield right when the snap was hitting the quarterback's hand, and he didn't get home for the for the sack, but it made a difference him getting back there. Kind of it was an interesting pressure package they put in there. I kind of liked it. They were showing with the opposite backer, and then he bailed out, and that guy fired. That was cool. And I've also ran something like that, but that's why I think it's cool.
Hey, you got a pretty good football mind on you yourself. Don't discredit yourself.
Thanks, man. I play a lot of Madden, NCAA from time to time. You know, the old one.
Well, no, you weren't an actual football coach. You coached high school
many moons ago. Now I'm a has-been. No.
Hey, look, we will gladly always take that football mind here on BSN.
And much to my bemoan, this is the right decision to punt this in this territory. They're going to kick it to the explosive C4. No, they're not. That's going to run, though. Oh, he should not have grabbed that. And he knows it.
And his teammate, too. His teammates are jumping him right now.
That had so much topspin going on. That was going to roll another 8 yards maybe before it ended up out of bounds.
I want to say, and C4 wasn't going to touch it. C4 was going to let it bounce.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he got the heck out of there.
I mean, that was going to go back to at least the 25, if not the 20, with how much backspin it had. That punt brought to you by Exotic Peas, interior and exterior house painting. For the best quality painting in Brevard, call Exotic Peas at 321-387-8364, or you can also check out their work on Facebook at Exotic Peas, or email them today at exoticpeasllc@gmail.com. McLean, two backs in the backfield with him.
I think we're going to get a false start. They were showing pressure, and the linebacker for the Outlaws was creeping pretty close, and I think one of those offensive linemen got a touch jumpy.
He said, "I'm ready," and he said, "I made you do what you're not supposed to." So it's 1st and 15 on about the 30-yard line. Check that. It's the 40. My depth perception is playing with me.
That's okay. We'll let that one slide. I'm feeling generous.
Just remember, if you're gonna swing, fix the lazy eye.
Okay, I'll keep that in my top priority.
McLean drops back to pass. Steps up, fires over the middle, and that's going to be pass interference.
Did he catch that?
Wait.
Stop it.
Are you kidding me?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And the refs are signaling. Touchdown! Sharks! What?
Even some of the players on the field on the offense are in disbelief over that one.
That touchdown goes accredited number 10.
Number 10 belongs to Yankee. It was 18. Thank you so much. 18 is Shane Minnick. Gets awarded the touchdown.
Shane Minnick with the touchdown.
I'm assuming. I mean, he took off like a bullet. I'm assuming what they're saying happened was that ball never touched the ground, and he was Johnny on the spot and grabbed it out of the air and took off. But
that is one of the most bizarre touchdowns I've seen in person.
That was wild.
Kick is up and good. So with 3:26 left to go here in quarter number 1, your score, the East Coast Sharks 7, the Northeast Outlaws 0. We'll be right back. And welcome back, folks, here live from Vieira Regional Park, where the East Coast Sharks have had a series of very fortunate events.
It made up for the two unfortunate events prior to that. I mean,
I'm still in disbelief, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
And in case you missed it, I'll try and walk you through what just happened. So a pass was delivered over the middle of the field. It was a good pass. I believe it was pass interference that went uncalled as well. The receiver got knocked down, and I am assuming that the ball was popped up in the air, and another Shark receiver was in the area and caught it and took it to distance. More or less is what happened. Outlaws will start with decent field position here.
It's a good return. Looks like you're going to mark it about the 36, 37-yard line. Bumped on up to the 38. All right. So first and 10 from the 38-yard line for the Outlaws. Folks, this is why you make sure you have your drink and your popcorn in between breaks and things like that, because if you missed that, I apologize.
Listen, I've been around the game for quite some time. I'm not very old, but I've been around the game for most of my life. That was one of the coolest and most unconventional things I think I've ever seen in this great sport. But that's why we love it.
Absolutely. That ball's not round, so it does unpredictable things.
What shape is it?
All right, smart. Never mind.
It's an ellipsis. A lot of people think it's an oval, but see, an oval has a different top and bottom, whereas an ellipse is more symmetrical.
And there's the pass caught, and that's a first down for the Outlaws.
That was their best offensive play so far. Just a nice little sticker out right out there. They were playing on soft coverage, and good read by the quarterback to deliver that one quickly. For the coverage to come back down, I believe they were in a cover 3. That's a good route to throw against a cover 3.
There it is. Haha. I'll take this one. Sherrod Winston is the quarterback.
Pretty good looking player, too. He's tall, big, looks like a quarterback.
He does. Beautiful. Oh.
Couldn't reel it in. That was 14 on the drop there. I mean, he threw a strike in there. Maybe a little bit of more touch would have been needed on a pass like that, but he was just trying to get it out. I mean, it was a quick little dump-off pass. And
Ahmad Grayer was the intended receiver on that play.
Caleb, I'm going to freeze up here, I think.
You'll be fine.
All right. I'll be fine, I guess.
Notable coach for the Sharks, Space Coast Vipers head coach Cliff Nichols.
And what does he do for the Sharks, Caleb?
Believe he's the offensive coordinator.
Right on.
And that's a great swing pass out there.
Good close on that. That's 3. Spoonhauer the third. What a name.
Spoonhauer the third. Hold up. Got to find where 19 is, because 19 was crossed out.
Well, we have conflicting things here. That could either be Dylan Canada or Spoonhauer the third. We're just going to go with number 3 right now. Regardless, he's playing inside backer. No, he's playing more of like an outside backer look, but that was his man. Kind of flowed through it, and that was excellent closing speed to make that tackle right at the line of scrimmage. And now Outlaws again facing a 3rd and long.
Dana Thornton had the reception there for the Outlaws. Winston fires again and nearly completed. He had the first down. Intended receiver was number 8, Dwight Young Sr.
Yeah, just a little high for Mr. Young Sr. Good pass. I mean, he like he said, he would have had the first down. He got 2 hands on it, though. You'd like to see him bring that one down. And
that's a general rule of the receiver, right?
You touch it, you can catch it most of the time.
Right.
Obviously, there are exceptions to that. And it looks like the Outlaws are going to punt once more. If it were me, you know I wouldn't. Even though it's 4th and 10. See, I wouldn't have thrown that on 3rd and 10, though. I would have ran either a shorter pass or a quick break, maybe a slant, or even like some sort of a run play just to pick up a few yards and make it a 4th and manageable. That was very close to being blocked.
Yes, it was, and C4 just might get an opportunity. It touches him.
Holy cow, he's quick.
He gets to the outside and tripped up by his shoelaces.
Yeah.
Trying to get the number on that shoelace tackle because he saved a chunk of yards
I think it was 40.
40?
Yeah.
All right. So back of these pages. 40 is Cedrin Daniels, 5'10", 205, listed as an athlete.
Yeah, he tripped him up by the shoelaces there. But, yeah, that would have negated a pretty big return, I think. I mean, he kind of got the edge pretty quickly. We saw how explosive C4 was. I mean, as soon as he grabbed that. Now, should he have grabbed that punt? Probably not, because it's bouncing on the 5-yard line. But, you know, he knows his skill set more so than I do. And, I mean, it looked like he could have made something happen there. But Sharks will have their work cut out for them. 10-yard line, got to go 90 yards, punch another one in.
Here we go with about a minute left here in quarter number 1.
And we're going to get another false start here.
And then this is where those type of penalties are just the absolute worst.
Yeah.
You're backed up in your own territory. You don't really have much to give.
Yeah, you got to pick up some yards here. You know, for the simple fact that, you know, the snap goes over your head or something like that. At best, it's a safety, you know.
Right.
Handoff goes to C4, and there he goes.
Bye-bye.
You spoke too soon, Caleb.
Aw.
But, heck, an impressive run nonetheless.
Yes.
I mean, they've been going with Thunder quite a bit in the run game. They went with Lightning that time, and you saw it. I mean, he had a hole, and as soon as he hit it, I mean, he's 15 yards down the field. And so what was 1st and 15 from the 5-yard line, they're up to right around the 30 now.
I mean, excellent run, and he showed that explosion.
Yeah. Guess that's why they call him C4.
Yeah.
Should be number 4, though. That would make more sense. 1's a cool number, though. I'll let it slide.
You're letting a lot of things slide tonight. You're being very generous.
I am being very generous.
McLean surveys, taking a shot deep downfield into double coverage, and it's caught.
It was caught. What a beautiful catch. What a beautiful throw, too. The back shoulder.
Wow.
Back shoulder fade. Is there discrepancy?
They're going to say he was out of bounds. They said he didn't get.
They may be saying that he ran out of bounds and came back in.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking to see if there was a ref with a hat off. I know typically refs will throw the.
I didn't see that, but either way, they're going to mark it as incomplete. It's still an impressive throw and catch, even though it did not count.
But it's still showing they have the ability, and he trusts his receiver in double coverage.
Well, I saw him when they were warming up. I mean, McLean can sling it. He can throw a deep ball. I mean, that was double cover, too. I mean, running cover 2, corner kind of sinks on that with no immediate threat to the flat, and safety came over the top. And there goes C4. Hey, that's a nice pickup, though. 6-7 yards maybe. No, more like 4. Still a good pickup. No, I was right.
You were right.
Sorry, I shouldn't second-guess myself.
Right.
I'll let it slide.
Better watch out, folks. He might not let you slide.
That's right.
Don't be the one he doesn't let slide. Tell us who you're rooting for, where you're watching from here on the Brevard Sports Network. So a timeout here, and that's the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the quarter.
Yeah, that's the end of the quarter. With your score, the East Coast Sharks 7, the Northeast Outlaws 0. We'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. And I'd like to take this opportunity also to say check us out tomorrow night, 7:30, for the debut episode of Mouth and Off Sports Talk. Myself, Alan Slaughter-Zinski, Jackson Robb, and Matt Lawson will be diving into a variety of topics here on the Brevard Sports Network in sports talk done in a different way. How different? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. Tomorrow on Selection Sunday. McLean hands off, and there's Myers.
No, that's Johnson. That's 5 on that one. But going back to the Thunder, and I think they're setting up to go for it on 4th. Picked up about 2 or 3 on that one. So really manageable 4th down, especially the way that they've been running the football. I imagine they're going to do that again.
McLean bringing his offense to the line. 1 H-back, 1 sidecar right. Gives it off, and there's, as you said, back to that same thing, just coming across the formation there.
Yeah.
And
little Ginger getting up, but hey, he got the first down.
Yep. Great first down. That is a Exotic Peas interior and exterior painting first down. One of the fans out here giving the perfect, he needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
And it sounded just like the original lady that does it. Back 2 backs in the backfield for McLean. And that time it was sniffed out immediately.
Sure in the heck was.
Logan, you could have got in there from here.
Now, Caleb, that's a hyperbole. There's no way I could have physically done that. But no, you're right. I mean, O-line's been playing pretty well for the Sharks tonight, but on that one it was a little civvy, and
yeah,
the Outlaws kind of had their way with him on that one. It was kind of a little mishap with the handoff, it looked like, as well, which, I mean, I don't know how much that would have mattered if it was a clean handoff or not, but kind of added fuel to the fire.
So it's now 2nd and about 15. They called it officially a loss of 5. Same formation. Trying to go with a little lightning, and
again, man, I think the Outlaws have found something on that right-hand side of the line of scrimmage.
Believe that was number 2 in there. Brian Martin Jr., 6'2", 185, said he normally plays free safety.
Listen, if he's actually 6'2", then I'm 6'9".
I'm just going by what the paper says.
Right. I know what the paper says, but I got a pretty good look at the man right now, and it's a pretty liberal 6'2".
McLean drops back. He's taking a shot.
That's picked.
And that's an interception, and he's got some room. 1 block secured. That is number 1. Brendan Baird.
Yeah, safety, playing that free safety position, was just kind of roving, and McLean had his man. It was just kind of a touch outside on him, and good spot. I think I might have isolated part of the issue with the run game on the last couple plays. It looks like one of the big offensive linemen for the Sharks is getting worked on right now.
Oof.
You know, and you know, as you guys can see, and you know, this is obviously my first time doing this, but pretty thin rosters Probably got a lot of guys going both ways. So, I mean, an injury or somebody getting dinged up a little bit, that
Yeah.
I don't want to call it devastating, but it could definitely hurt.
Absolutely. But here come the Northeast Outlaws. 1st and 10 in opposing territory, about the 35-yard line. Drops back to pass.
Good
Pump
pass
fakes
rush by Pizarro, number 8. He didn't need to jump, but that's picked.
And where one is had, we're going to give it right on back to you.
That's Zolo, the running back, too. Great pass rush by Pizarro, number 8, coming off the edge. He kind of jumped, though, and he didn't need to. He would have had the sack. But you know what? It turned out all right for the Sharks because the quarterback for the Outlaws just kind of tried to make something happen. And you know what he did, Caleb? He did the Cardinalson. He threw late over the middle. And look what happened. And obviously he didn't throw to the middle of the field, but what we say when we say late over the middle is when you're rolling in one way and it's that play is breaking down, you're going back to the direction that you rolled from. That is considered over the middle at that point. You're essentially throwing back across your body. When it's late, that play's already developed out. The defense has already dropped into their zone or their man. There's guys there. You don't want to do that.
No. And, hey, great job by Zolo there.
Heck yeah.
Didn't take his eyes out. How many times you see guys look up and start looking at some of the green field?
Mm-hmm.
McLean backing at quarterback. 2 back still. They saw that back McLean with a pop pass.
Nice little pickup of yards there to the tight end, H-back. That's number 55. Waysome. Waysom's been getting a little chippy out there with some of the Outlaws, too. I've noticed that. There's a lot of chippiness in these games. I like that.
bit different from the high school game, you know. The refs aren't going to yell at you too much. You still can't be just dropping F-bombs, you know. You got to still keep it somewhat civil.
There's kids. I mean, there's kids here.
Exactly.
Can't be saying potty words. Got another running back in, a new one. Can't get the number here. Know for a fact it's not Steve Ford because he is getting a breather.
McLean rolling near side. Avoids a tackle.
Oh, and he you know what? I know he took the sack there, but he was looking to flip that. Just kind of underhand flip that, and there was a lot of orange jerseys where he was trying to flip it. So smart decision, take your lump there and live to fight for another down. 3 is the running back that's in there, and I have got confirmation that it is Spoonhauer. He's the one that made that nice little closing tackle on that on the pass earlier on defense. So
okay.
Going both ways here. Deep stable of running backs I have noticed so far. In fact, I just talked to the coach. I'm going to get a carry by the time the game's over as well. So.
All right. Have another athlete represented here on the Brevard Sports Network. We got Jackson playing lacrosse. Logan's going to get a carry. Let's go. There's the handoff.
I got to tell you, man, every single one of these. Oh, what a block. He's still going. That was 18. That was Merrick with the fellow that had the touchdown earlier.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he had his hooks. He had his hooks in there, and he was just driving that defense back, driving him. And, hey, he didn't hear a whistle. You block until you hear the echo of the whistle. He didn't hear no whistle.
No.
And the gentleman that plays for the Outlaws that was being blocked was none too happy about being blocked like that. But, listen, when you're getting physically commanded like that, I wouldn't be too happy either.
Right. I'm like, there's commanded, and then there's you're going to sit down right there, son. And
I'm gonna son you. I'm gonna put my hands on you and move you to where I want you to go. And that's why I love playing offensive line, Caleb, because you got to assault people, and it wasn't a felony.
Take from that what you will, folks at home. I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, the Brigdawg pet store. Find their read here so we can tell you all about the Brigdawg.
You mean you don't do this off the top of your head?
I know. See, I wish. I'm not Alan. Brigdawg is your source for natural pet foods, pet treats, pet supplies, or pet supplements, and pet supplies. Shop online or in storage for your favorite brand. To shop online, visit www.birddogs.com, or to shop in person. They are located on 6225 on U.S. Highway 1 in Port St. John, Cocoa area. You can also call at 321-432-2952. That is Bird Dogs Pet Supplier.
And they have things for birds and dogs, as well as bird dogs.
They got everything.
As well as other animals.
We have fun here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Oh, we sure do. Saturday night, getting loose. Uh-oh.
Wow, what way to just get hands on him before he cut that one back.
Yeah, and he would have had an opportunity. I mean, he was going to meet 40 in the hole there, and I mean, the best man was going to win, but somebody shoestrang him from behind, and that was fourth down. So, I mean, gutsy decision to go for that. You know my thoughts on going for it on fourth down, but
yep.
that's an odd territory to go for it. But now, you know, Outlaws are going to have a pretty good opportunity to kind of equalize this thing.
.9:03 left to go here in the first half. All right, so, okay, wait. So it was a turnover on downs.
That's correct, yes.
Okay,
that
sorry.
was fourth down.
I was confused for a second. All right, so here come the Outlaws. Winston. Sherrod Winston in at quarterback. Winston drops back to pass.
Another good rush by Pizarro there. I mean, he is just flying off the edge there.
Oh, and that
was an open palm slap.
All right.
The intended receiver there.
So I never understood that. You both have helmets on. Why would you want to hurt your hand trying to slap the helmet?
Well, Caleb, I don't know. Doesn't make too much sense, I guess, you know, when you're in the heat of battle and your, you know, tensions are on high. You don't really do too much thinking.
No, but
yes, common sense would tell you that would hurt, and it'd be like punching a bowling ball.
I mean, especially you're running back. One of your jobs is hand on the football.
You need your hands. For a sport that's called football, you need your hands quite a bit.
Winston.
Fumbled snap.
And I don't know how Winston got back on that.
Now, Outlaws go. Oh, we got a flag. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Myers caught one of those flags. Good hands.
And I think these are going to be offsetting penalties.
I didn't see what happened, so I'll take your word.
So basically, guys got in each other's face, and they both kind of shoved each other in the face, and I think the refs have kind of had enough of this.
Caleb, you were wrong. It was only on the Outlaws.
Oh, okay. I mean,
you were right on the personal foul front, but they targeted the aggressor in that one, not the retaliator, which is not what you often see.
Right. Normally, they don't see the first one. They see you retaliating.
It's preached and preached and preached as long as I've been around the game. Don't respond because you're going to be the one that gets caught.
Yep.
Not that time.
You know what? I commend these officials because, listen, it's not easy trying to referee these other grown men that are out here.
Absolutely. And, you know, nothing has been too egregious. There has been some chippiness out there, but I like that they've been letting them play. Another fumbled snap. And Pizarro, I think, got home on that one. He's been a bullet off of the edge. Every pass rushing rep that he has been on, he has won. He has not gotten home with it. Now, that one, he recovers the fumble. He has not gotten home for any of the sacks, but he's there. And he caused the interception earlier, and now he's recovering a fumble. So it's not always what you do on the stat sheet, but he's been a difference maker for the Sharks defense so far.
And that turnover is brought to you by Michelle Mulkey, PLLC, family law attorney. Michelle believes in an integral part of any family law practice is to work closely with their current clients so that they can make the right decisions with respect to their legal needs. For any consultations, however basic, give her a call at 321-567-3477. You schedule a consultation. Services offer include injunctions for protection, divorce marital settlements, parenting plans, child support, and prenuptial and postnuptial agreements.
And sweep to the outside. First time we've seen motion out of the Sharks. That one goes to number 14, Durowan? How do you pronounce it? Durowan?
Durowan?
Sure. Goes to him for a modest gain, if any. Great field position for the Sharks, though.
Absolutely. As you know, let's get a little pan over. Great sunset here in Brevard. There over the library. Beautiful sunset for a beautiful game of football on a beautiful night.
I don't know about beautiful, man. It is cold.
It is beautiful. All right. We're not standing here sweating ourselves to death.
I would rather be, I think, given the choice right now.
Well,
I mean, it's my mistake for wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt, but you know, it's March in Florida. You kind of assume. You know what they say when you assume. Uh-oh.
Another fumble.
The running back was able to fall on that one and kind of mitigate the loss.
Skeeter. Which is weird because I thought the call was supposed to deter them.
It is. That's concerning. We are right in front of a retention pond, though, so I imagine.
You're right. They've evolved.
They've came from there.
6:48 left to go here in the first half. Drop back. There's the swing pass to the outside. That's going to be incomplete.
Couldn't bring it in, yeah. Hit him in the hands. It was let out. The rush kind of got to him. He had to kind of just dump that one off, but kind of a little too out far in front of the running back, Johnson, there, and couldn't haul it in. I think even if he did catch it, he might have stumbled. I mean, he really had to reach out for that one.
So it'll bring up 4th and 12, and for the first time tonight, we'll see the Sharks punt.
Yeah.
With 6:34 left to go in the first half, this is the third punt of the game.
I'm totally fine with that. Punting is bunting. And the Outlaws are going to have two return men.
One back there is number 1, Braden Baird.
Sky rocket of a punt. That should check up. And he was smart to grab that there because if that hit, it was going to start bouncing back in the other direction.
Absolutely.
It would have taken an Outlaw bounce. A lot of backspin on that one. That's why it just kind of checked up, much like many of my golf shots today. That was a lie. We'll let it slide, though.
That punt was brought to you by, real quick, Orleans Restaurant and Bar, or Bistro and Bar. Let the food and good times roll. Follow Orleans Bar and Bistro in Titusville on Facebook for all live events and promotions. Check them out online at www.orleansbistroandbar.com. For more information, you can also call them at 321-567-7567.
Great outdoor patio area over there at Orleans as well.
Wings outdoor patio.
Good sandwiches, too. I mean, it's, New Orleans food. So, it's good.
I'm always down for some good Cajun food.
Heck yeah. You ever been to New Orleans, Caleb?
No, I have not, sadly.
You got to get over there, man. Been a couple times, and I won't go into details, but it was fun.
We're classy here on the Brevard Sports Network.
Absolutely. We are the epitome of class, actually. $7-0
here. The East Coast Sharks over the Northeast Outlaws. 5:45 left to go here in the second quarter. As the Outlaws, 2 backs in the backfield. Winston trying to direct some traffic.
Good job, Shane. You just ruined it.
Calls for the snap, fakes the handoff, and he is going to be swarmed by a host of Sharks. Number 43 looked to be in on the action. That is Bradley on the sack. Probably go down as a half sack between a couple of players, but Bradley will be included on that half a sack.
I'm going to gripe for a minute. I don't like the concept of half a sack. What if there's 3 guys in on the sack? You can't have 3. You give a third of a sack? How does that work? It screws up the stat. Just give them all a sack. Give them all 1 sack. They were all there. They all contributed to that 1 sack.
When you played, what did you? You said you played O-line, right?
O-line, so I didn't have to worry about it because I didn't give up any sacks. But as a defensive coach, when I would do the stats, I would just give them all a sack. I didn't play any of that half stuff. None of that.
Throws, and it's caught, and that's
what a
big
hit.
first down. Avoids one hit, but then sandwiched to the sideline.
That was 10. That was Yankee coming in there and just delivering the final blow.
That was number 44 on the catch, though?
I missed the number. I'm sorry.
I believe that was 44. Well, it says 44 is a DN, so if it was 44, it was Jay Bradford.
Yeah, good rollout there, and that guy was coming across the middle, kind of a little bit of a waggle scheme or a flood concept, and found the soft spot in the zone late. There's nobody over there. Good pitch and catch.
That'll be an Exotic Peas interior and exterior painting. First down. As Winston looks like he's found a little bit of confidence here. Drops back. I mean, look, they're just taking what the defense is giving them.
Yeah, they sure are. And they've gone to that little stick concept a couple times now. 0 on the catch.
0, that's Lionel Harris.
I like that. Deuce. That would be 22. 0. That's 0. I don't know where I got deuce from. We'll let that one slide too.
Listen, I was listening to a little Boys on the Hood earlier, so I mean that's immediately where my mind went. But
okay,
cruising down the street.
In my 0.
And he way overthrew his receiver. That looked like he was trying to be a wide receiver screen there.
It was, and 6 on the outside. The receiver for the Outlaws was getting absolutely manhandled by, I believe, 6, Zolo, who is objectively larger than.
It was Jarvis Jones. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Shotgun drops back. Winston fires and overthrows everybody. That'll bring up a Pier 220 fourth down. Pier 220 Restaurant, Bar, and Grill. Check that. 220 Pier Restaurant and Bar in Titusville. They've been open since December of 2018, and their name is based off of the exit they're off of to make it easier for everyone to find them. They offer fresh seafood in a relaxing environment with a beautiful view right on the water right in Titusville. For more information, check them out at their awesome website at www.pier220.com or call at 321-269-0007.
They also have a very good outdoor seating area as well. In fact, I prefer the outdoor setting there to the inside the restaurant. Not that there's anything wrong with the inside, but the outside is so. I mean, it's right on the river. You know, they got little tiki huts that you can sit at and whatnot.
Oh,
They got
wow.
a bar outside. It's real nice. It's all sand where you're sitting at, or like coquina stone. You know,
Oh, wow. And a punt coming from the Outlaws,
it's gonna roll.
and it will take an outlaw roll in the
Get away from it. I never understood that.
and a little more chippiness.
Well, the outlaw player grabbed the shark player and tried to move him into the ball so he could touch him. It doesn't work that way,
I mean,
but I like where his head's at.
hey, you try to get an advantage any way you can,
Yeah,
darn it.
Absolutely.
It's not a penalty until it gets called. 2:06. So 2:06, ball will be spotted at, looks like the 27? 28? Call it the 28-yard line. So 73 yards to go in 2 minutes.
Run your 2-minute drill.
That's why you practice it.
I'd keep running. That's where they've had the most success, was running the football. I mean, I don't see any harm in that. I mean, what's the worst that happens? You don't score.
Here we go. McLean. One running back in the backfield, 4 wide receivers. McLean drops back, surveying, pump fakes, steps up, fires, and it's going to be
another
intercepted. That's the 3rd pick of the day in this game. 2 thrown by the Sharks.
Yeah, and, you know, he had a receiver there. He just tried to thread the needle. He needed he threw a bullet there, and I mean, it was a good thrown ball. He just needed to put a touch more arc on it, get over that secondary player. But alas, he did not. And now it's going to be the Outlaws with excellent field position with 2 minutes left in the game. Or, I'm sorry, left in the half.
We'll spot it at the 43. 43-yard line, 1:57 left to go.
That's the 38-yard line.
It is the 38. All right, here we go. 38 yards to score. 1:57. And I think we're going to have a false start.
Well, it was thrown in the secondary, though. I don't delay game.
All right. First delay game call tonight.
Illegal sub. Illegal substitution on the defense is what was called.
So illegal substitution, that's 5 yards?
That is a 5-yard penalty, yes.
All right.
I believe they might have had 12 on the field.
You can get away with it. They're putting 1:56 back on the clock. Time has been added. Ed Dufresne running the clock tonight. A legend when it comes to umpiring, refereeing. Running the clock tonight. So here come the Outlaws. Winston fires over the middle.
That was pick 2.
And the 4th pick thrown today by both squads.
And we're going to get a flag on the far sideline. Some couple players were getting all tussled up. I thought the defensive back got there a little early. I thought it might have been a little PI, but I think there was a personal vendetta out there because as soon as that interception was caught, Those two players just went at it.
Yeah, that was definitely. You want to go? You want to go? Let's go.
Yeah, like a hockey fight. Not that they were fighting; they were kind of just locked up with each other. But it was outside the aggression of what the game allows. And therefore, I believe both players will be tagged for it.
So
Amos Brown with the interception.
Amos Brown.
Famous Amos.
Such an underrated cookie.
I think it's properly rated. I mean, when you think of just like a cookie, like going to get a cookie, I mean, Famous Amos is like kind of what my schema goes to. Not any of that like Lorna Doone nonsense. I mean, I'm an Amos guy through and through. I guess Keebler kind of has a stranglehold. If you have money, then maybe you go to the Pepperidge Farm's distinctly shaped Milano cookies. But we're working class over here. We don't,
No.
Our cookies come out of boxes.
Yeah. And you hope you can get them in bulks because they're cheaper that way, so it'll last you longer. But
I mean, you go to Sam's Club once. I mean, it pays for itself.
Right.
Are they going to wave off the interception? That's not how that works.
Oh, maybe the penalty was called, I guess.
No, they're moving the ball back there, which is meaningless. That wasn't the original spot.
Wait.
So they are going to wave off the interception, which, again,
But then shouldn't it go back to the original spot then?
maybe that was the original spot. I could have been wrong, but here's
Well-
the thing. Yeah, they just regardless, the interception was caught prior to the penalties, so those penalties do not affect the interception.
Well, the refs have agreed that it is 1st and 5. And a little dump-off pass by Winston. Did not catch the number of the running back. So now it's 2nd and 4. I'm still okay. So I guess I'm lost in why they were given 5 yards.
They didn't really explain who the fouls were on.
Okay.
So I don't know. It could be something like a part of that. Like they.
Wait. So
that's yeah. There was an illegal substitution before all of that.
Right.
That's why it was 1st and 5. Thank you. Forgot all
Winston
about that.
fires and it's incomplete. Threw ahead of his receiver.
Regardless of all that, I don't think the interception should have been waved off.
So Ed's gonna go get clarification for us and
Okay.
at halftime because
I'm curious.
Yes.
I'm actually curious as to why.
Yes. Hey, I'm always up for learning something new too that I may have missed.
I mean, they were live ball fouls because it happened during the play, but they happened prior to the the interception happened prior to when the fouls occurred. So I don't know. We'll get it figured out. We'll let you guys know.
3rd and short here for the Outlaws. 47 seconds left. Taking a shot.
Oh, what a pick.
And that's
What a break on the ball by C4, and he's got running room.
C4 down the sidelines.
Good gracious, he is fast.
And now just shy of midfield with 32 seconds left.
What an interception, man. The way he just broke on that ball, playing trail technique and then undercutting that receiver. That was a beautiful defensive back play, and then the athleticism to turn and just take that up for, 30-ish yard gain.
Yeah.
I'd put him in on offense. You need spark. You got your spark.
That's right. Cameron Harris. Harris is just an explosive player. I just loved watching him play when he played for the Tar Heels. Drop back, steps up, fires. Deep downfield, and it's incomplete. Broken up. Trying to get that number. He's covering his number with his shadow. But that was a great pass breakup. I believe that's number 20. Jeremiah Singleton. .24 seconds left to go in the half. I'm thinking they're going to let McLean take a couple shots.
I would too. I mean, you got 20 seconds. Might as well try and get one in the end zone. He can get it there.
Yes. I mean, heck, I believe they should still have a couple timeouts. McLean drops back. And he's going to take another shot. Overthrows everybody on the field. And Singleton again on the coverage. One of three that were on the coverage. .17 seconds left to go here in the half. Again, I'd like to give a big shout out to XOTIC, Peas, interior and exterior home painting. Three by one set. Clean going to step up in the pocket. Now he's going to take it himself and track down from behind.
Yeah, and I would probably just let this one go to half.
Go to the half, make your adjustments. And that's what coaches are going to do. So we are officially here at halftime, folks, with your score. The East Coast Sharks 7, the Northeast Outlaws 0. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with second half action right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. About 2 minutes left until we come back. Let's go ahead and just give a big shout out to all of our sponsors tonight. Orleans Bistro and Bar in Titusville. If you're looking for a fun-filled time, come down to Orleans Bistro and Bar. They have great Cajun food, burgers, wings, steak, live music on Friday and Saturdays, daily happy hour, menu items too, sure to please the entire family. Hang out at the Bayou Bar for pool, darts, and watch your favorite teams play. Let the good times roll. Follow Orleans Bistro and Bar in Titusville on Facebook for all events and promotions, or check them out online at www.orleansbistroandbar.com. For more information, you can also give them a call at 321-567-7567. I'd like to give a big shout out to Pier 220. Open since December of 2018, Pier 220 is named for the exit number off of I-95, making it easier for visitors to find. At Pier 220, they offer fresh seafood and a relaxing environment with a beautiful view right on the water in Titusville. For more information, check out their awesome website at www.pier220.com or call them at 321-269-0007. Or how about Brigdawg's Pet Supplies? Brigdawg's is your source for natural pet food, pet treats, pet supplements, and pet supplies. Shop online or in store for your favorite brand. Shop online at www.birddogs.com or shop in person. They are located at 6225 North U.S. Highway 1 in Port St. John, Cocoa area. You can also give them a call at 321-432-2952. As both teams come back out lining up for the kickoff. We will get back to action. Hold on, I got to change the scoreboard because we're in the third quarter, not the second quarter. All right, and it looks like that play we were confused about. We just got an explanation.
Yeah, like we said, it was offsetting penalties, and so it wiped out the interception and then went back to the original spot of the foul. Just like essentially like the play never happened. It was two live ball fouls.
Gotcha, okay. Fresh 15 here in the third quarter. And, Logan, what do you expect to see out of the Sharks here?
I mean, I would keep running the ball. That's what they've had success with is running. And the defense has been fine. They've played pretty hard-nosed defense, keeping the Outlaws at bay. They might.
Here we go. What a return. Cuts back inside, and finally brought down from behind. That return there was by number 3. Romel Shiloh. And Shiloh gives the Outlaws great starting field position to start the second half. Bring it up to the opposing 45-yard line. I think here if you're the Outlaws, you try to get more consistent in that pass game. Maybe take either a couple more shots or some quicker passes over the middle. They've been running those stick routes.
The stick has been there, the little hook route, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I call it stick, but those have been there. Just like the quick passing game has absolutely been there. The run game hasn't been getting going for them. They've had trouble with a few snaps as well in that. The downfield passing game hasn't been there, so I think you got to go with what's been working. And it's the short to intermediary type passes. Oh, they do a direct snap there, trying to get something going, but
no.
I mean that defensive front for the Sharks is fierce. I mean they have a heck of a pass rush too. That's why that going to a quicker passing game kind of works in your advantage in that too, because it doesn't allow the pass rush to have time to get home.
That'll bring up second down and about 10. They said he got back to the line of scrimmage. Winston on the snap. Steps up.
Slips.
Fires over the middle,
picked.
and it's intercepted.
And he slipped when he was throwing that. And that, turf will do that. That's part of playing on turf like this is, it gets slick sometimes, and that's exactly what happened. That's what caused that interception.
And it doesn't help. Look, we're here in Florida. Like you said, we're on turf. It was really humid today. And so now that it's cooled down, that moisture.
Oh, it's condensated for sure.
That's the third interception today thrown by Winston.
Yeah, it's been a pick party, both sides.
2 have come for McLean.
Well, is that the third or the second?
That's the third because there had been 4 total. That was the 5th.
No. For the Outlaws, because remember, 1 was taken off the board.
Oh, you're right.
So it was only the second. That one didn't happen.
You're right. That one didn't happen.
Wipe it from your memory. You did not see it.
Jury, please disregard the last person's testimony. Oh, okay, Judge. You're right. I didn't hear that emotional testimony. So, it is the 4th pick of the day, 2nd pick for Winston.
There's Myers. He's got to get upfield, though. Uh-oh. Fumbling and stumbling. He would have gotten the same amount of yards with a lot less running if he would have just put his foot in the dirt and got upfield there.
Yes.
He kept trying to bounce that out, and I more power to you, big guy, but you're between the tackles runner.
Play to your strength. All right, so clock stoppage here, 13:37 left, as there is a down shark. Brevard Sports Network, we do not show injuries. We do not speculate. I can tell you for sure I'm not a doctor, nor did I stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
What?
I know.
What are you talking about?
Wait, are you serious?
Is that like a commercial or something?
Yeah. They used to be there used to be a commercial for something would happen and be like, "Oh my gosh, are you a doctor?" No, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
What an unhinged ad campaign.
You've never seen those?
I have no idea.
Or something would have happened, and they'd be like, "Are you what we need?" And no, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
Okay, all right.
The doctor one is kind of just the.
It makes sense now.
Wait, you've never seen those commercials?
No. I don't watch a lot of TV though.
Well, true. You're right. You are such an adventurous person and hard worker in your office job.
Let me take that back. I watch a ton of TV, but it's
like
I don't have
streaming,
cable, so
streaming platforms.
I don't watch commercials.
Okay, got it. Okay. Typically, I'll be honest, I don't watch a lot of TV myself. I watch a lot of live sporting events, and I just watch commercials just because they happen.
Yeah. I'll watch
just
sporting events, but
yeah.
I typically change the channel when the commercial comes on.
Listen, I'm lame. I get it. You don't have to say.
No. I'm the lame one for not getting the pop culture reference. Please.
McLean.
Oh, my gosh.
Intercepted,
no
and this one could be a pick six. Catch the number on that freight train.
It's 46, 48.
All right, number 46 or 48. Touchdown, Outlaws. Pick six. Wow.
That was batted, I believe, by the same individual that returned it. Now, there is a flag for unnecessary roughness. I believe this was going to get called as a dead ball because they had already scored.
Okay. Well, regardless,
we also have an injury in the back of the end zone.
All right. I don't have a 48 or a 46. I got a 45.
That could be it.
If it's 45, it's Leonard Allen.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and give it to Leonard Allen on the interception. personal foul will be enforced on the kickoff. Ruled touchdown, so there is a pick six for Leonard Allen. So the personal foul will be enforced on the kickoff. So the Outlaws will be moved back 15 yards when kicking the ball off.
Yeah, it was completely unnecessary. A guy came in and just absolutely torched somebody on, standing near the sideline, essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah, one
okay.
of those, one of the old side-by, or side swipe, or
The
drive-by, whatever
yeah.
you want to call it.
Oh, okay, the drive-by block. Got it. Kick is up.
That could be extremely consequential.
And no good. Yes, it could. Points are coming at a premium here. Looks like someone got a hand on it.
Oh, no, Caleb. It didn't come off the ground.
Someone got a hand on it.
Someone got a hand on it. You're right.
And it's 7-6. Folks, we hope you're having some fun with us here on the Brevard Sports Network. It's Saturday night. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast, getting to watch these teams duke it out in a strong defensive struggle.
That's one way of looking at it, is a strong defensive struggle. Some would call it a turnover fest as well.
Well, but turnovers are caused by the defense, regardless of.
Okay, everybody lean in. Lean in right now. Lean into your screen. I'm going to clue you guys in on a little bit of a secret. You guys ready? Turnovers are all luck. It's not a skill. You cannot be skilled at getting turnovers. If you could, every team would do it all the time. It's true. People don't like hearing it, but it's true. If you had a defensive back that was really good at, his skill set is just getting interceptions. I mean, that guy would be paid the most amount of money in the NFL has ever seen. This guy gets an interception every time.
I stand behind you, broadcast partner.
Thank you.
Well, fans saying there should be a delayed game, but however, the refs have not blown the ready for play whistle yet. So
The ball was not spotted, I don't think.
right, they were marking off the penalty and making sure everyone was in.
Delay game on the refs.
So wait, doesn't that mean the refs can't throw their flag on a play that?
No, Caleb, don't be silly. They're assessed a 5-yard penalty just like anybody else.
It's going to be 5 more yards away from the play. And
one of them gets put in the sin bin. Or the
oh,
penalty box.
they were one
So they gotta play man down for 3 minutes.
That ball goes out of bounds. Oh Lord! Technically, it's called an illegal procedure. Ball goes out of bounds. Take over at the 45?
35 usually, but where did it go out?
Isn't it if it goes out before the 35?
If it passes the 35, it goes to the 35-yard line. If it's before that, it goes to the 45. But it went out around the 35-yard line, so I think that's where they're going to spot it. Well, I don't know. Look where the huddle is.
Well,
maybe it'll go to the 4. I don't know. Ugh. I don't see a ball set.
Okay, he just set the ball way up here at.
Okay, so it goes to that 45-yard line.
Wow.
Unless they're assessing it
on top of another.
based on where the kick was, because it was back because of a personal foul. I don't know, Jim.
Okay, Romo, while you speculated this, I'm going to see if I can get an answer from our referee right up here. All right. Referee up here is also trying to figure it out just like us. So. All right, so wait, now Huddle's moved back. So then maybe did they mean to spot it at this 45 and one ref just misunderstood it?
That would be concerning.
$13:01 still here in the third quarter. No, they put the ball right back there on the.
They're keeping it there
at the plus 45-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know. Unless.
Well, because 5, 10. If there's another penalty, that would make it a 20-yard penalty. If it was supposed to be at the 35.
Yes.
But regardless, here come the East Coast Sharks back in their Wildcat formation. And it looks like it's going to pick up a couple yards, and I think I thought he stepped out of bounds there.
They called it, and they're going to assess 15. Really good balance to stay up, though. I mean, if the field was a yard wider, he's still running, but they're gonna tag the Outlaws with some unnecessary roughness after that as well.
But see, I didn't even hear a whistle blown.
The whistle was blown.
Oh, okay. Well then, I be just deaf then.
Well, you got a headset on too. But all I'm going to say is I heard it.
Okay.
You know.
So, I mean, that's now what? Let's see. That was 20 plus 15.
So we're looking at 35 yards and penalties so far.
Regardless of how you do it, you can't win a football game like that.
No, you cannot. Oh,
and
what a cut.
Oh,
Great
my
cut.
goodness.
And he stays up again. And we're going to get another flag, of which I do not know. And the coach for the Outlaws is getting pretty heated.
And there's another flag, so that's going to be 15 yards for one on the coach. And the Sharks coaches are smart. Just pull your players off the field.
Get them off. Don't get caught up in that riffraff.
Nope.
Let the Outlaws get angry and kind of blow their top here, but don't get involved. That's smart.
Yep.
Good coaching because you're allowed to bring them over there.
All right, so they're waiving one penalty off. But are they? But there's still going to be one on the coach because the coach.
There is going to be one on the coach. That is for sure.
All right, and see. Okay, so he pointed. Yes, that one's still being enforced, even if we waive the other one off.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Half the distance. I heard him say that. So,
okay.
Yeah, they're going to assess one of them. I assume that's the one on the coach. If he gets another one, he's thrown out.
That's. And ultimately, they waived the first one off. Whatever the call was, he was getting mad at that call, and that one was ultimately waived off. And and now oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, they did.
They're
fighting the chain gang. Helmets are getting. Oh, what a scene! This is a bad scene. Oh, they're swinging helmets.
And if I had to take a call, this game's called.
Yeah.
It hasn't officially been called, but after a brawl like that where a ref is attacked and they're still attacking the guy from the chain gang. I mean,
oh, you hate to see this. Man.
yeah,
that's uncalled for.
Regardless,
they went after the chain gang.
yes, yeah, okay. So the chain guy ultimately is the one who was in a heated debate. I'll say that. I saw him. He was in a heated debate with a player.
Yeah.
And it escalated way too quickly.
Yeah.
Now, the refs haven't made the official decision, but
there's no way you can get any.
No.
You can't get control back in this game. They're going to have to call this.
And there's still continuing talks between someone on the sideline for the Sharks and players. I mean, folks, this is and the referees are going to just meet.
There's no way. I mean, it's still going on, Caleb. There is no way you can get any control in this game. None whatsoever. This game has to get called.
Game's over.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing as well. They got to get everybody off the field, man. This is concerning, and afterwards too. Like they need to make sure teams are separated.
Yes,
while they're leaving, because I mean,
quite
frankly, Caleb, I want to go home too.
Yeah,
I don't want to get caught up in this stuff either.
All right, so folks, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give off a couple more reads. Thank our sponsors for giving us the opportunity to come out here. Here, I'll give out their information, and then we're going to end this broadcast because there is no way that this can happen. All right. Orleans Bistro and Bar. Find them online at www.orleansbistroandbar.com, or for more information, you can give them a call at 321-567-7567. Pier 220. Named off of the exit that it's on. Find them online at www.pier220.com. Or give them a call at 321-269-0007. Bird Dogs Pet Supplies. Shop online at www.birddogs.com. Or you can give them a call for any questions with 321-432-2952. Exotic Peas Interior and Exterior Painting. Give them a call at 321-387-8364. Check out their work on their Facebook page, Exotic Peas, or email them today at exoticpeasllc@gmail.com. Michelle Mulkey, family attorney at law. Contact her at 321-567-3477. You can also visit her online at www.mulkeyfamilylaw.com or give her a call at 321-567-3477. All right, folks, for Logan Pettit, Caleb Brown, game has been called. For everyone here at the Brevard Sports Network, everyone associated, have a safe night. Make it a sports night.